Kawhi Leonard is withdrawing from Team USA. Unfortunate turn of events. Surprising? Not surprising?
Not really.
Is it surprising?
We got the news. Shams reported it. Withdrawn from Team USA for the Paris Olympics. Sources told Shams and The Athletic's Joe Varden. Derrick White has subsequently been named as his replacement. That's according to them and Mark Spears. So USA Basketball also released a statement on Kawhi withdrawing, and they said the following. Kawhi has been ramping up for the Olympics over the past several weeks and had a few strong practices in Las Vegas. He felt ready to compete. However, he respects that USA Basketball and the Clippers determined it's in his best interest to spend the remainder of the summer preparing for the upcoming season rather than participating in the Olympics Games in Paris.
Wow.
So that's strong R&D.
Interesting.
That's a very interesting.
Get your ass back to the Clippers facility. Get ready for this. We got the Intuit Dome opening.
Paris and
Fuck all
not played, like what?
I feel like I'm a necessary evil in these moments like this because a lot of shit that's not being said needs to be said. That little thing that we just seen could be every single player on the roster.
I think particularly Kawhi and Embiid, who both
all of them
had injury
all
issues this past season.
Hey, listen,
LeBron,
we're all at a certain age where we're not gonna risk
Tatum
being available next season.
Tatum and Drew Holiday, you just coming off of a championship run, playing way too much basketball.
Cool, yeah. Sit the fuck down.
Move around this summer, get back ready.
And then, like we was talking about, giving these young players the opportunity to really like go out there and prove that you're the next level of USA basketball, right? LeBron and them wanted to come in and save the legacy of USA basketball by continuing to be undefeated, whatever. FIFA showed us that shit. These young guys, they ain't getting it done. Let's put a couple more together. Let's see what they can do. Y'all old fellas, chill. Let's let them lose a couple. Let's let them. If they can't get it done, like, what are we saying? So Kawhi, I think Kawhi got down there and seen that he didn't like none of them niggas. I don't like none of y'all. And I'm
not going to Paris with y'all.
I'm cool, man.
I'm not trying to go to Paris
USA
with you.
basketball is like basketball boot camp.
And think about it, you down there with a bunch of dudes that you got to compete against in the regular season, and you looking and seeing how they work and all that. It's like, man, fuck them.
So
all of y'all.
Kawhi played in 68 games with the Clippers this season, his most since joining the team, but missed the final 8 games of the regular season and 4 of the Clippers' 6 playoff games with inflammation in his surgically repaired right knee. Just want to throw that out there.
Can y'all put that back up there?
Can we please
that
put
he
the
went and
Team
gave it a
USA
try.
statement back up?
And you think that's what it was? You think that's what it was?
Or did he just want a vacation to Vegas for a couple of days?
I just think he wanted to show that he was a part of it, but he knew he wasn't going to do it.
Yeah, he was probably like, you know what, this is not me.
It was like 120 in Vegas in these last couple of days. He probably said,
He's like, damn, I got a month left of this.
And it felt like AAU probably felt like AAU, like, man, what we doing?
That's what it looks like based on the content they've been putting out. It looks like summer camp.
He probably like, y'all don't need me to win this.
I'm going to go home with my family.
Plenty of y'all in here.
How long have they been training?
So I think it opened like the day after the 4th. Everybody pulled up, I want to say that Friday, last Friday.
A week?
Less than a week, right?
Less than a week, 4 days maybe.
So less than a week, and the statement says over the past several weeks and had few strong practice. Over the last several weeks, who's been training him of USA basketball? We seen he was in vacation. Lying.
Costa Rica.
We seen him in Costa Rica chilling.
Looking like a mercenary.
So over a few
seen him at the fight.
Yeah. Over
at the fight
a few weeks, you're lying. Or he had a few good, strong practices. Also, he wasn't dominant. Because we seen the vote. There was a vote of the best players.
Yeah.
He wasn't on it. So let's just say what it is. His knee was probably hurting.
Yeah.
His knee was probably sore, right? And you're probably just, we're going to let you go. We're going to say some good things about you, but you need to go ahead and get
Gil, to that, there was also a report that Kawhi was working out at the Clippers facility recently in Grant Hill. Some Team USA reps and Clippers reps were there watching it. Let's just say, in the recent past, I don't know the exact dates, but let's just say that everybody wasn't particularly confident that he'd be able to handle this Team USA schedule.
They wasn't confident that he could handle it?
That's what the report was.
So that means, if he couldn't handle it when they were watching him, back then, then you don't need to give us this fluff story. Just say he wasn't equipped yet to even participate. Right? He came out there, showed his face, and we've been trying to replace him ever since. And just be honest.
I don't think it's that. Even though that sounds good. Like,
The nigga played terrible. He had a few strong. What is strong? Think about the wordage. He had a few strong practices. What the fuck does that mean?
Don't they play tonight?
They play against Canada tonight at 7:30.
We see how they said about Cooper Flag, right? we heard the language in Cooper Flag dominant. We heard what they said about LeBron James, right? Dominating. Looked like the best player here. Kawhi. A few strong practices.
that's why he got, hey, look, that's why it ain't about the injury, it's about him. The narrative, man, listen, you going down there to be a part of something, and it's about one person, and his whole little ride out into the sunset, he on our team, it's him. He the number one.
Who is that person, Rashad? Steph Curry?
I don't know.
Steph Curry making his first Olympic
I
team?
don't know, man.
That's crazy. This is his first one.
All I'm saying is,
KD?
it's certain dudes that got certain type of mentalities and egos. It's like, man, I didn't come down here for this. I ain't come down here for this. And I don't think it's an injury thing, because if he was injured, just like him taking them games off in the series they got swept, they did get swept, right?
Who, the Clippers?
Yeah.
No, went to 6 with the Mavs.
So the games that he didn't play in that series was based on...
I think they won 1 or 2 of
They
those.
won 2 games without him, and then he came back and they lost, and then they decided to sit him, right? So at this point, I'm like, Kawhi, he had enough time to get his shit right. He goes down there, tests it out, looking around like, what's this about out here? Let me see what you niggas on. Oh, this was the storyline's gonna be?
Man, that nigga knee was swelling
I'm
up like
cool,
shit.
man.
Lex, what do you think about Kawhi withdrawing? If he was going to withdraw, why go in the first? We had this conversation before they started training camp.
He would have definitely bowed down
The
if
thing
he
about
didn't know
Kawhi
he
is like we
deserved.
just don't know him.
He was there long enough to sign
Mind
basketballs,
words, we don't
though.
know
Yeah,
anything.
he was
So
long enough,
anything that he does or how he reacts to things is just pure speculation on our part, because he literally does not show any type of himself to the public. So.
Do we have that video of him getting off the bus on day one?
I seen it.
Did he look healthy then?
Yeah.
he looked like OJ.
I didn't look at his walking and shit. He just looked like a big ass kid. This is an AAU.
He looked just.
Man, hey, that's how I feel though. That's how I feel.
Like, man, like, all the comments said, damn, he looked like he hurt already.
Yeah, man.
Costa Rica life, Gil.
Like, come on, man. He ain't fooling nobody,
made a
man.
business decision.
You know, everybody was looking at 2 players walk. Who? His and who?
I would say Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid. That's all.
Statement coming next. Embiid's.
No, he didn't have a, when I seen him in practice, he didn't have a knee bracer on or anything.
But that's what I know what you're saying. You're saying, why wouldn't Embiid's release be next? Just because of the same situation.
Because his knee.
So you think if for these guys to save face, like, hey, I came, I tried for my country.
And let me go back. Just because the statement makes so much sense if you're going to release a statement to get your main player out of the situation. Look,
somebody said he was limping with his luggage.
And just considering the factors, he missed 4 of the 6 playoff games. How much sense did it make now?
it don't make
few
sense
weeks
for
later,
none of the
yeah.
players who were injured and used injury as some type of crutch during the playoffs. Halliburton, sit your ass down. Embiid, sit your ass down. Kawhi, anybody who had injuries up until that point should be giving someone else an opportunity and heal up for the season.
But that's what I'm saying. So the fact that the other 2 are still playing, which means they're fully healthy. So the fact that he's out,
And then
I think he's the only one that's not willing to risk it, though.
I don't
He's
think
saying, I'm not about to risk going out here. Y'all got enough. Y'all got plenty. Y'all don't really need me.
but we also have KD too with the calf strain, who won't be playing.
KD could
in the
bounce
exhibition.
out.
I'd say he'll need a few weeks before he's ready.
A few weeks. Yeah. When does the Olympics start? A few weeks?
End of the month.
end of the month.
I don't know a few, but he'll need a little bit of time before he's back out on the court. Had a calf strain, hadn't participated in the first couple of days of practice, won't play in the exhibition game tonight.
Shit, it's an exhibition game.
But
don't let. But
This would have been the first
Canada
first
win.
exhibition game is tonight against Canada.
But don't let Canada win. Like
Of course.
they can't. They cannot lose to Canada.
They need it.
See, they would have had to sub his ass in. See, they would have had to sub his ass in, and then we would have been like, oh, hell no.
So what do you think about the roster now that you lose KD, and Kawhi, you still come.
We haven't lost KD, but
Yeah, I mean,
KD's down for right now. For
right.
just the showing that like they get to go play like what they just did against Team Select.
yeah.
They beat,
Could happen.
Did they beat them bad?
No, so select
Three
team
points.
lost by 1 in the scrimmage.
Oh, it's 1 point.
But select teams have beaten the Team USA squad in these scrimmages
most of
before.
the time, yeah.
So I mean, Dream Team got smacked. Like I'm just with the all college roster. This had NBA guys on it.
I think we're just, we're gonna win gold by like 25.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's still too close.
No, y'all.
So we also have the video, Gil. You said Kawhi with.
With the leg sleeve. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Look at
limp
that
right
little
there.
bag. He wasn't playing
That's
all day
definitely a
long.
limp right there.
See, it's hard to tell with Kawhi though. That's just a Vegas
You can
strut.
see it. I don't limp like that. That's the hip link. That's a hip.
That little bag.
The little. I wonder what's in that little suit.
listen, wait, hold on. After Vegas, they go where?
Abu Dhabi or something like that. They play.
So he's prepared to stay how many days? 4.
I have a bigger bag.
He
I
came
can only assume that his bigger bag is with the belt.
He got 3 pair of drawers.
That is a 1-2 night max.
That's a one-night bag for sure.
That motherfucker finished his battle like, oh yeah, y'all, I'm done.
Got
I ran out of
everything in
clothes.
there. And then you got
Y'all surprised? Look what I walked in here with.
Everybody else got duffel bags. He got.
How much we want to bet that suitcase is
Got a
empty?
briefcase on wheels.
So, Gil, in that statement, it said USA Basketball and the Clippers determined. Who determined more, like percentage-wise, out of 100?
Clippers.
Oh, yeah.
Steve Ballmer said, "Get your ass back to LA."
I mean, it just makes sense. I mean, that's what I said. If he's working out at the Clipper facility and USA went down there to see him, and they're both like, we don't think he can handle
And they
that.
just lost PG.
You know, it just it'd be dumb if they know he's still not 100%. Then he's gonna go travel. He might as well just stay home and just rehab here in the facility and just
Get ready for this
he's ready for
Intuit,
the
though.
season.
If he's still hurt right now, man, it ain't gonna work.
Man,
If
that's
he's
what I
still hurt right now, if he hurt right now, it's not supposed to work for them. He gonna
the
keep
Clippers?
getting hurt, yeah.
What procedure did he have? Meniscus tear?
Let me see.
I think so, yeah.
It just
Let
must
me
be
find
tough
out.
on him, even mentally, to just keep getting.
Because he probably trains. Knowing him, like one of the coaching staff said, the main problem is literally the opposite of what people saying, right? It's
He works too much.
He works too much, right? Like, so what ends up happening is like after practice, he wants to stay, and then late night when nobody's there, he comes in, shoots 3-4 hours. So his knees and his body is never really healing because he's sitting there trying to stay in it. So he never just, all right, I'm gonna sit and just not do nothing. He doesn't just not do nothing.
So shortly after Kawhi made the withdrawal, it was announced that Derrick White will be replacing Kawhi on the Team USA roster. So White's Celtic teammate and Finals MVP Jaylen Brown posted this cryptic tweet. The monocle. So Brown was a member of the 2019 World Cup team that finished in 7th place, which also included Tatum and Derrick White, who was then with the Spurs. Did Jaylen Brown deserve to be Kawhi's replacement on Team USA over Derrick White?
Is Jaylen Brown even here right now? Like,
He could be wherever you need him.
I'm like, maybe they asked him, and he was like, if y'all give me some time, I'll come back.
He's only a flight away, but should he perceive that as a snub, Rashad, that his Celtics teammate who did not win Eastern Conference Finals MVP or Finals MVP was given the replacement nod?
Nah, I think he just need to understand that we're all put in certain categories depending on how you present yourself in the public manner when it comes to being politically correct or what stance you have politically and your ideologies. And I think that for Jaylen right now, don't take it personal. You know, even though there's some people on there that probably don't want you on there. You know, they was picking Kirk Heinrich and certain players back then, Shane Battier, certain guys got on certain teams that people may have felt that they deserve it. But for him, I think he need to keep his eye on the prize and not worry about being affiliated with anything except for being a champion, being an MVP, and making a name for himself. And I think that just gives him more fuel to the fire, more things that they want they don't want to give to him, so he got to take it.
So let's put yourself in Jaylen Brown's shoes. If you Jaylen Brown, again, you just won Finals MVP, and let's say you wanted to play on this Team USA squad, how disappointed would you be that they brought your teammates?
3 teammates on there.
Nah, I would look at the other guys who they didn't ask to come as well.
Okay.
I would look like Kyrie. He's more deserving than I am because he's been there. He's a vet, and he's already an Olympian.
Well, do you consider the fact that Drew and Derrick now are on the team and not him?
It's a preference.
You got Tatum, you got Drew Holiday, you got Derrick White.
It's a preference.
I have more Finals MVPs than all of them combined.
It makes no sense.
It does.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't make sense.
You just think about it. It's
But if you
like
think about other people who aren't on the team that should be, okay, that's one conversation. But the fact that there are 3 Boston Celtics on the team and he's not one of them
and 2 of them
is
are
crazy.
The 4th and 5th option. Okay, that's not the problem is this. Is Derrick White actually going to get in the game?
to do what?
No, is he going to get in the game?
He
Right, remember,
He will, because you know they all get in the game.
No,
they all put them all in.
The reason is Kawhi is a forward. They replaced a forward with another guard.
Point guard.
Another point guard, right? If you're going to go another point guard, you might as well get damn near the second best point guard in the league last year, which is Brunson.
Facts. And he was already on the FIFA team.
You might as well go get Brunson.
He should have been the first one that he could.
Right? So the fact that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guards now. Steph Curry at the point, Tyrese, Drew Holiday. He's the 4th point guard. Like, you got rid of a wing player. So you bring in a wing player. Yeah. KD's not playing, wing player.
Need him.
Kawhi's out, wing player. You bring in a guard.
They can't play 3 or 4.
You're not going to have a lineup of Curry, White, and Drew Holiday.
No.
You're not going to do that.
No.
So that means it has to be Jaylen or it has to be any other small forward, Jimmy Butler, someone out there who can play a big 2 or a 3.
And we know he's
Like
willing, too. We know Jaylen Brown's willing to go. And
But it's not the point of the player themselves. It's not you, it's your position.
Yeah,
Like, I don't care about the player himself, it's your position. Why did they get rid of a big, knowing you just lost one, a bigger guy? You just lost a 6'11", 7 foot, 3, 4, 5, however you want to play him there. And then you lost a 2, 3, 4 to bring in a 1.
And Brandon Ingram, you look at Brandon Ingram, he was on the FIFA team. They didn't consider him. He's the same type of size, same type of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
didn't have a good World Cup, though. They had some issues with.
But when you're saying you're on the team, like you're in the pool of the list of players.
Like I'm thinking I'm thinking about the position itself. Right now, you got there's only 12 players on a team. 6 of them are guards, but then you're complaining that, oh, we need stronger guards.
Man, think about Kawhi looking at his replacement, though. Like, I'm happy I'm sitting out because y'all replacing me like you don't really need to go up.
Really need me, yeah.
You don't need to go up a tier level to replace what I'm.
Was Kawhi going to start on this? Who's their starters right now? We don't know.
Projected starters, well, since KD's out, I think it's Steph, Bron, Ant. They had Booker in front. They had Booker.
Yeah, some people have Booker in front of Ant.
But I think now that
this is a Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Paolo, Banchero, Paul George.
They're my team, and they got to figure out how to work around.
I'm the number 1 option. They got to work around me.
You said about this team?
Yeah.
Lightly joking, but also serious.
Yeah, that's a Paolo Banchero been a good one.
Paolo should have definitely got
yeah.
Oh yeah, Paolo.
For sure.
That'd have been a great one because now you can play 3, 4. You can put him in anywhere.
Consider him.
You consider him too.
Wow. I don't like the committee. I never really liked Graham.
Like how many 6'3" guards you need? Like that's what I'm saying. Is Derrick White gonna get it? Like, oh, we need chemistry. We got too many scores. He is not gonna get in the game. There's 3 other guards you're gonna put in front of before him. That's another thing. Like you got Steph, you got the back. I mean, shit. You got Steph, you got Hallenberg, you got Drew Holiday. All 3 of them are not going to get big minutes. So where is Derrick?
And in the case where like that 12th person might have to play, it's going to be because those teams are big as hell. The European teams.
Yeah.
They're huge.
See, they're going to end up running. At some point, they're going to end up running lineups where You have Booker and Ant-Man at the 1-2. There's gonna be where you have to play big.
Yeah.
Now you play them two at the. Who's your 3 and your backup 3 now? That the Kawhi.
Well, since Bron,
And KD is gone.
KD ain't gone. Yeah. So you only got Bron by himself. Now you overworking him alone by himself. Jaylen Brown would have been perfect because you got Tatum still. Still got Tatum.
But that's what I can put Tatum I can play Tatum, Kawhi, LeBron at the 4. Like when you having that big 3, that's what I'm saying. You're missing someone. Like
so
I don't need
maybe
6.
they thinking about going small.
Even if they go small, they can't put 4 of them in.
No, they can't.
There's 4 of them now.
But you know health protocols and for the point guard position, maybe somebody go down, maybe somebody get hurt. They can play the 2 guard heavy. But like you said, they got 4 point guards.
4 point guards.
And 3 shooting guards. And those like
2 shooting guards.
2 small forwards.
They got 2 shooting guards.
Book, Ant, and that's it.
Because now you got
what? Steph, Halliburton is point guard, right? Steph, Halliburton, Derrick White.
Then you got Derrick White, yeah.
Holiday. So I guess they banking on Drew
Book,
too.
Ant-Man at the
As I
2.
said,
Bron,
Tatum, Bam, AD, Embiid.
Yeah, what?
Like what position was Kawhi going to be? Like what was his rotation?
Probably
3,
like
4.
3, 4.
No, I mean what on the lineup? 7th man, 8th man?
Yeah. He wasn't gonna start.
Man, no, he wasn't going to start. So he about the 7th, 8th, first wing off the bench, right?
Yep.
So you get rid of your 6th, 7th rotation guy to put in a guaranteed 15th or 12th man.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it like that. Like this guy was going to be like the first or second person off the bench, and I replace him with a 12th man because there's no way Derrick is going to be the 6th or 7th man.
Yeah.
So I need to replace him with someone I can put in there. Paul George, Banchero, Jimmy Butler, someone who can fit.
But do you think adding Derrick White from a defensive standpoint?
How much defense?
What I'm saying is,
The best defense is a good offense. Y'all know that's my opinion, but I'm just asking you.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, all right, Curry, get off the floor, right? Curry, get off the floor.
So we can play more defense.
What's the name? Get off the floor. Derrick, go in and play some defense.
Slap the
Drew
floor.
and Derrick, go play defense.
No, but think about what we argue about, right? About the Euro versus the Team USA shit, right? Your argument, brilliant argument. Hey man, they just not good enough, right? So what the fuck would you rally up and go get a bunch of defenders? Who you defending? What is the fear of you going to get a bunch of defense if we already know there ain't nobody over there to be afraid of? And if there are, who are they? The bigs.
Right.
We don't need no guards to be out here trying to strap. We ain't got no Euro Jordan over there.